And here we are on the home place. Still the first day of autumn, still morning. Sun's getting higher in the sky though. Cattle are out here grazing. I just opened this pasture back up last week, and I'm letting the cattle basically have the run of the whole home place. This pasture wasn't grazed at all this season, and so there's still a lot of good chow here, and the cows are enjoying it, but they're also making a rotation through the whole home place. And there's good food here in this untouched pasture. There's good food where they've been. There's good food over closer to the interstate on the South Googie. So they're just moving around doing cattle grazing stuff. So it's interesting, what we do is we don't force the cattle to do our bidding in the sense of eating exactly what we tell them to eat, when we tell them to eat it, where we tell them to eat it. We let them be in charge of that. We constrain them broadly with fences, and we do some rotation that makes sense to help support the ecosystem, but we don't impose our will on these cattle in that micromanagement sense. We have to work with the cattle just as we have to work with nature. And it's a very beautiful thing, and it's very fulfilling to do this kind of stuff over time and to understand at least a little slice of how reality works in this part of the world. It's a very nice thing. I'm fortunate that I get to share it. I wish I had better words, and I wish I could directly share some of my experience. But broadly, that's how it works. The sun shines down, drives photosynthesis in the plants that combine water from the ground, taken up from the ground, and micronutrients taken up from the ground with carbon dioxide taken from the atmosphere. And they turn all of that, again with the energy of the sun driving photosynthesis, they turn that into plant material. They turn that into grass and the other things that grow here. Cattle eat the grass, and they turn the grass through their metabolism into more cattle. And then we trade those more cattle for cash money to operate in the human realm, pay taxes, pay salaries, pay expenses, buy food, have shelter, buy clothes, all of that kind of stuff. But it all comes from there, from the sun and from the atmosphere, from carbon dioxide and from water, micronutrients, and it's a big cycle. Blah, blah, blah. Good stuff, Maynard.